Well, Enton Barefoot isn't alone, of course, and today the latest official rough sleeping snapshot, as we mentioned, has been published by the government.
Well, our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball is here with us. Jeremy, well, what does it show?
Well, I think it shows, first of all, that big push to tackle rough sleeping does seem to be helping more people off our streets. The problem is they're constantly being replaced by new people sleeping rough. Now, last night we revealed the scale of this problem across this region. At least 1,300 people found on the streets at some point last year. What today's figures, the official figures, show is how many of those were out on a single night. And we can show you now the picture across our 26 local council areas. 148 people found sleeping rough that night. That's 7% down on the year before, but still way higher than when these records began back in 2010. The hotspots were Nottingham, where they found 30 rough sleepers, then Leicester and Mansfield with 22 each. And this year's street count in Derby recorded 14 people this year. And the figures were announced by the Nottinghamshire MP, who's in charge of tackling homelessness.
I think we can all agree, Madam Deputy Speaker, that it is a moral shame that we see so many people sleeping rough on our streets. We are determined to end the blight of rough sleeping, and we've placed this great social ill at the heart of the moral mission of this government.
So, what are they doing about it?
Well, today the Prime Minister's announced an independent review into the causes of rough sleeping, as well as money for what's known as a housing first approach. And that's essentially about getting people like serious addicts off the street by getting them suitable accommodation where there's a lot of intensive support to turn their lives around. As for Robert Jenrick, he says this strategy is already working, but there's still a long way to go on this. And he said the country needs to be honest about the scale of the challenge.